say, no, I don't think it's in effect. I think it has to go through Congress.
Yeah, it's I doubt, I could be wrong, but I doubt very seriously that will pass through Congress. But again, you never know with Congress, you never know with the Supreme Court. But as of right now, we have a Constitution. The 13th Amendment says that if you are born in the United States, you are a citizen of the United States.
That baffles me. I mean, in my own layman thinking, I was thinking, so if this indeed becomes law, what happens to the American population? Which means that there are so many kids who are born here of parents who are not American citizens, and they are citizens, the kids become citizens, and so they contribute to the population of America, potentially the presidential candidacy of America, potentially some jobs that you require American citizens to do. I was like, what is going to happen to the population?
It's hard to wrap your brain around it because it doesn't make sense.
It does not
It
make
does
any
not make
sense.
sense. So that's why I try not to fully understand it, because if I fully understand it, that means somehow my brain aligns with craziness. So as long as I don't understand it, that means I haven't went to that deep end. Once I start rationalizing it, then something's wrong with me. So I'm not going to try to rationalize it. Don't you try to rationalize it. Let's just leave it as it's crazy. It does not make sense. And that's how I'm going to leave it. Makes
Yeah,
absolutely no sense.
I'm glad you
It didn't
mentioned
make
that.
sense before when they took Africans and enslaved them, and then they had children and said that your children can't benefit from the United States even though they live here and was born here. It didn't make sense then, and someone realized it made sense and they fixed it. And it doesn't make sense to actually take that away from other people either.
Yeah, in
So
2025.
yeah, I'm going to just leave it as that. It don't make sense. I'm not going to try to figure it out.
So we've seen recently that the current president works with Elon Musk, and I know the history of South African apartheid and the fact that land redistribution happened, and so he is giving an open ticket for white South Africans to come
Yes.
to America.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, you're running after other immigrants who might be struggling to survive because they have a different skin color, and then you're giving an open ticket to somebody from the same continent just because the person looks
Mm-hmm.
different. I
After
don't know how
white
to wrap my
South
brain around
Africans
that.
tried to enslave South Africans in general, and they tried to do the exact same thing that was happening in the United States with the Soweto uprising. So that,
Absolutely.
again, that makes no sense to me, and I'm not going to try to make it make sense.
Yeah.